And this is lecture 30 based on 4th unit for the subject VLSI design. And in this lecture, we are going to start with this semiconductor memories. Okay, so, in this lecture, we will talk about some introduction about these memories. Okay. So, starting with this memories. Okay. So, first of all, if I talk about the memories, okay. So, now the question is why we used memories. Okay. So, memories used for storing the data. Okay. So, whatever your data is available or your information available, and we want to store these information or data in memories. Okay. So, before getting into this topic, let us discuss about this memory basic unit or basic component. Okay. So, if I talk about the basic component or basic element of this memory, that is your latches or flip flop. Okay. Okay. So, these are the two components or two devices, electronic device used for to store the your information. Okay. So, this one flip flop can store only one bit of data. Okay. Same is for this latch. Okay. One bit of data. So, basically जब हम रजिस्टर मेमोरी की बात करते हैं, so a large number of data bits required to store. So, for this when you combine this number of flip flops, okay, so that will form as a your registers. Okay. So, registers are nothing else a combination of flip flop. Okay. So, if you are going to combine 8 flip flops, so that will be called your 8 bit register. Okay. Now, when you combine a large number of register in one circuit or one unit, then it will form as a memory. Okay. So, this is a small introduction about the memories in terms of digital. Okay. Ultimately, these flip flops, okay, whatever I have written over here, these are made by the transistors. Okay. So, in this unit memories, okay, our motive to study about memories is study the memories structure, memory circuit, okay, with reference to the your transistor level, at transistor level, how the structure of the memories at the transistor level. Okay. So, if I talk about the memories, okay, let us start with these memories. Okay. So, just give me okay. So, let us start with this semiconductor memories. Okay. So, when we talk about this semiconductor memories, we categorizes read only memory and read write. Okay, that is also called ROM, and this is your also called or random access memory. Okay, also called the RAM. Okay, then this is further categorized with this in terms of mask program, programmable ROM, erasable, this is all also PROM, okay, and actually erasable PROM. Okay, so this is also called EEPROM. Okay, so this read only memory further divided these four category. Okay, and if I talk about this your read and write memory, that is RAM, and this RAM further divided in static RAM, that is also called SRAM, and this is dynamic RAM. Also called DRAM. Okay. So, these are the categorization of this semiconductor memories. Okay. So, if I talk about this read write memory. Okay. So, in this read only memory or ROM, we can only read out the data. Okay. We cannot write the operation, or we cannot alter the stored value. Okay. But in read write memory RAM, we can read and also write the in the memory. Okay. This is the basic difference between the ROM and RAM. Okay. And if I talk about the read write memory circuit, that is called RAM, okay, mostly due to the this historical reason, okay, compared to the your sequential access memory such as magnetic tape. Any cells in read write memory array can be accessed with nearly equal access time. Okay. So, based on the your operation type of individual data storage cells, RAMs are classified into two main. Okay. So, that is your SRAM and your DRAM. Okay. So, these are the different two types of your read write memory available. Okay. So, now if I talk about the basic structure of this memory part. So, just let me, this is your basic structure of this typical RAM. Okay. So, this is the structure. Here you can see the row address decoder and here is column decoder. So, from here you can read or find out the location of the your memory cells. Okay. So, you can see there are some columns, here are the number of rows A1, A2, A3 up to AN. Here columns are column 1, column 2 up to 2 to the power m bit lines. Okay. Now, each this memory cell is connected with this column and row. So, if I talk about this cell 1, okay, memory cell 1. So, it is connected with that column and that row A 1. Okay. So, this is called the word lines, and these are the column lines as called the your bit lines. Okay. So, this is the basic structure of this RAM. Okay. So, these are the your memory cells. Okay. Just 1, 2, 3 and so on, not just this is just for example. So, these are the memory cell which are connected with particular column and particular line. So, you can write out the location, okay, where is this particular your cell is available. Okay. So, here the M is your total column and N is your total rows. So, we also call the 2 to the power n cross 2 to the power m totals number of cells are available in this memory. Okay. So, this is a little bit introduction about the semiconductor memories. So, in further lectures we will discuss each of these memories and these structures, okay, how they are designing with the help of this transistor. So, basically our focus on this SRAM and DRAM or generalized structure of the your ROM, what we have seen, okay, in previous slides. So, we will discuss this SRAM and DRAM, okay, in details on the at the level of transistor level. Okay. So, thank you student.